Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. Let's get into it. See what Spirit has. Knight of Cups, following your heart. What makes your heart happy, Scorpio? Be sure and like the message. Give me a thumbs up. Hype the video for me if you really like it. And definitely subscribe if you enjoy the messages because all that really does help my channel to grow. And I am very appreciative of that. But it pushes the messages out so that others can get the guidance as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. On the bottom of the deck, we have that Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is about, your heart. And this can represent like a Prince Charming, right? So this could be an offer of love, some kind of emotional offer, right? It doesn't even have to be about love. It's just has to do with your emotions. Cups are our emotions. So this is about, somebody could be coming in here to offer you this cup of love. They could be making a grand gesture. This could be an apology, right? If you feel somebody owes you an apology. But this can also be like you needing to follow your heart, right? There could have been some sort of disappointment because the reverse of this card is about a disappointment in a relationship or a situation, especially if you had like really high hopes or expectations and they just weren't met. Something could have fizzled out really quick, whether that's in love or business. And it just turned out different than you thought it would, right? And you're just kind of relying too heavily on perfection here and needing to kind of maybe change your expectations. So the present situation is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough, right? So aces are gifts from the divine. I always see every ace as a gift from Spirit. So they're trying to hand you like some kind of clarity, idea, breakthrough, whatever this is in, right? So being open to receiving those gifts is what's most important because you have to take the opportunity. These are opportunities, gifts, right? So you have to be able to grab that and move forward with it. So this, with the Ace of Swords, it could be like a new idea, mental clarity coming in here, truth, communication, right? This could have numerous possibilities with it. It's going to be different for each of you here for the situation. We're going to get deeper into the message with more tarot here, but this could be, again, with that expression of love or some kind of apology, speaking their truth, right? There could be some kind of truth coming in here or some type of communication, a breakthrough in a situation. So the blockage is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Pentacles are earth energy. It's very grounded energy. But it is the slowest moving, right? So, but this is long-term, like steady progress. And when this is in the blockage area, I feel like there is hesitation, right? Somebody's not taking action. Maybe somebody's not speaking their truth. Maybe somebody's not expressing themselves in some way here. There's like this complacency or stagnation and a need to like tune into intuition. So this could be somebody else or this could be you, right? Not speaking your truth. This could be somebody else not speaking their truth. But just trusting in your intuition is how you're going to make positive changes and redirect the energy to get back into the flow, right? So, yeah, I just feel like there is some kind of stagnation or no action being taken. The root cause of that is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is about boredom. This is about stagnation. And this person is so focused on these Three of Cups here on past situations that they're not seeing that opportunity, which is this Ace of Swords, right? Like Spirit trying to hand you this new beginning. Spirit's trying to give you this breakthrough, this truth, this honesty here. And you're not taking action because of past disappointments, right? Things didn't work out in the past. There were, again, disappointments, whether this is love or business, right? It'll be different for each of you, but it's focusing on that past. Those past experiences could be one experience, could be multiple experiences, right? But opportunities are everywhere. Stop focusing on the past and start focusing on that future energy, right? Because you're very closed off. In this card, like this person is just, they're almost like falling asleep in this one, but they're always closed off. They have their arms crossed over their chest, and it's just needing to open to new opportunities, being open to new energy, because things can be very stagnant and you're restricting yourself, right? Especially if past disappointment is affecting you here, you could be restricting your feelings because you don't want to feel that pain again, right? Or you don't want to open up to an apology, right? Like maybe this is a person you're not wanting to open up to because of things that hurt you in the past, or whether this is you needing to take the action or them. Again, it's going to be different for each of you. So in the recent past, what is affecting your current situation is the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is about beliefs, traditions, right? So this is very family oriented card. It's about inheritance, family, money, right? Because of the earth energy. Again, the pentacles are earth and like tangible. But when I see the Ten of Pentacles, for me, it usually involves like family, traditions, belief systems, right? It's kind of like for me, the minor arcana of the Hierophant. And this is like breaking with tradition. Yeah. And especially after some kind of loss, like the reverse portion of this can be breaking with traditions. So I feel like maybe in the past you were there was like a belief or a tradition that you were stuck in. And so you weren't expressing yourself. You weren't taking action on anything new. You weren't opening up to something new because of beliefs or traditions. This could have to do with family. But yeah, you were just very closed off because of some kind of belief that you had, maybe ingrained from childhood, right? Because again, this is like generational type of energy. So this could be like needing to break generational patterns or, generational thought processes. But it's really been holding you back, right? Keeping you from taking action. So the message from your higher self or your spirit guides here is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is indecision, right? It's like this person is closed off. They're not making a decision and they're not seeing what they need to see. They're not seeing a situation for what it is, or they're just not seeing what they need to see here. They're not seeing the truth, right? This Ace of Swords here. So in this card, this person has those two swords and they're very closed off, and then they have the blindfold on, right? And it's needing to use your intuition to move forward, to make a decision. But it's also, again, about self-protection because of past disappointments and not taking action on something and focusing on, past beliefs and past, generational belief systems are keeping you closed off and not letting you make some kind of decision. I feel like you're just kind of blocked, feeling blocked. And I feel like Spirit's telling you to get unblocked here and make a decision and see something for what it is. And don't close yourself off to things, right? I feel like maybe something happened in the past that was very painful. And you're wanting to express your truth. You're wanting to, follow your heart here, right? And that can be like a passion project. That can be in a love, right? Like maybe you want to express yourself emotionally to someone, speak your truth here, but you're not doing so because of past hurts, past experiences that you're still holding on to, and old belief systems, traditions. and the pain, because you can really close yourself off in situations because you don't want to feel that pain again, right? You don't want to go through these past experiences again, so you just shut down. And I feel like you really need to open up here and express yourself. Speak your truth. In the immediate future, we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is an aha moment, right? Another breakthrough card, like the Ace of Swords here. So this is some kind of awakening. So you could be awakening to the situation, seeing the situation with that Two of Swords, being able to see it for what it is. These people are literally waking up out of their graves here to this archangel. And so you could be going through a spiritual awakening very soon, or just, awakening to your truth, awakening to a new way of being, going through some kind of rebirth here. And, it's definitely taking place. But it's also about, like, for me, it's like that cycle of surrendering and then releasing any kind of outcome, releasing the control, and then forgiving yourself and the past, right? Like these past situations that you've been focusing on, this is releasing that and then helping you move forward into a new beginning, into this rebirth, this whole new cycle, right? So I definitely feel like you're going to release these past experiences and kind of awaken to your truth, awakening to a new way of being or expressing yourself, and moving on from the past situations. So, in your thoughts and feelings, we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is about expressing yourself again, right? Communication, truth, speaking your truth. But he's also like very logical and very head over heart, and makes decisions from a logical and reasonable place, right? So again, he like takes some kind of decisive action and stands up for himself. So, the reversed aspect of this can be like you're being very judgmental, or, very harsh and trying to control situations. I feel like you really want to express yourself. You could be feeling like you really want to speak your truth or speak up, or you could just be feeling like really logical, making some kind of plan here, um, and having the confidence to act on that, taking some kind of decisive action here, right? King of Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, you could have that in your chart. You might have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart, but I feel like this is you like really making a logical decision here, feeling very decisive and wanting to make a decision here, being decisive. So in your environment, the influence here is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about rest, relaxation, and pulling your energy back and doing some introspection here, really to kind of gain some perspective, right? So you may have felt in solitude recently, like pulling your energy back. You could still be dealing with people. It's not like a hermit mode. This is the minor arcana of the hermit for me. The hermit's like, going up on the mountaintop and disappearing for like 3 months, right? Like we can't always do that either with the hermit, but maybe you're feeling isolated from others and your feelings and your thoughts, like your mind, because again, the swords are air energy. So this is about your thoughts. So you may have felt mentally isolated or just mentally pulled back because you really wanted to gain a new perspective or gain some introspection here. Maybe looking at these past situations has you really pulled back so that you can move forward in a renewed way, right? Because when you rest and like kind of gather your thoughts, again with this King of Swords, like gathering your thoughts, making a logical decision before you act, making a plan before you act, right? Like he's very goal oriented and makes a plan before he just rushes into things, right? So you've probably been a little pulled back mentally. You could have been physically as well, but gaining some kind of introspection and really doing some soul searching, focusing on your mindset, um, in order to kind of maybe make a plan or just to look at the situation differently, or multiple situations. If multiple situations didn't work out in the past, you're kind of just looking at all of those. In your hopes and fears, we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about joy, celebrations. This is kind of like coming together with others and relying on those connections that lift your spirits, right? So maybe you're hoping for community. Maybe you're hoping for more joy, more happiness, more ways to kind of uplift your spirits and inspire yourself here. I just feel like you're really hoping for, joy and happiness and a togetherness, maybe with another person or following your heart. Maybe you want to build a community of people that you can rely on, right? Maybe you're just really hoping to connect more with your feelings and those that are around you. So the potential outcome here is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a solid beginning. And this is like a manifestation, right? So I feel like there could be like a new stable like this is an offer or a message of stability, right? Because the pages are the messengers of the tarot. So he's grounded and very stable. So pentacles again are that stable energy, and this is about making a solid plan before moving forward. And again, that new energy, so it's like a new opportunity. But then you're at the beginning stages of something here, which can be a little frustrating when you're first starting out, right? And this could be like a new creative project. This could be some kind of new love offer, right? Whatever that is for you. But just being grounded and enthusiastic in your approach, because this is going to build something solid over time, right? So there could be some kind of message that you're getting about a stable, something stable. So this could be a new job offer, a new love offer coming into you. You could be offering love or stability here. Definitely some type of message. So either somebody's reaching out to you or you're reaching out to somebody else, because there is like that, following your heart, and that, which could be an apology. So you could be following your heart on a new job or, a new love opportunity here. But whatever the case may be, this is about some kind of new solid beginning, planting a seed and moving into a more stable time, right? It's also like a detail oriented, like planning, right? Because what you're moving towards is going to be really grounded in reality, and it's going to grow into like a lasting, abundant thing, right? Whether this is a relationship or business, it is going to be grounded and stable. Again, with this Four of Swords, you were kind of pulled back and making a plan. So this is you kind of planting that seed in order to build something solid here. So I really love that. I think it's just, don't focus on the past, because that's what's holding you back here. When we go through hard times, like I totally get that, but I think you just need to release that, and you will. I mean, this is about needing to see this new opportunity for what it is and really grab this opportunity, because, when spirit hands you these gifts, it's up to us to take them and then follow your heart, right? Really tap into that Knight of Cups energy and what's going to make you emotionally satisfied here. What's going to make you emotionally happy? Clearly, the past did not work out, but that doesn't mean things in the future won't. So you definitely have some kind of transformation, rebirth, a big release of past energy coming in here. So I hope that message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.